Hello everyone, it is Shay in Silver Lake, Oregon. It's about 7:40. I'm trying to cover the end of the speaker because there's a 10-mile-an-hour wind. It's 56 degrees right now, but there's a 10-mile-an-hour wind, so it is kind of cold. It is April 20th, 2026. And it had 17-mile-an-hour winds earlier. Dang it, my blanket fell down over there. I'm gonna have to fix that. Okay, so what did I get done? We'll get right to it. See, the tulips were much happier today because it was in the 60s today, but you can see that the wind is... Oh, that's out of water already? That one over there isn't. Oh, I'm gonna have to fill that one up again. This one's out too. But anyway, so I've got a wagon full of bark, and that's because, oh, I put the cage around this one, the plum tree over here, and the pear tree way up there. And I haven't got to this yet because I need to pull all the weeds around before I do that. And man, my peach tree is just not looking good. So I think I need to build like a windshield, and I'm gonna hope the best. I don't know. But I tore out the whole fence right here around the apple tree. So there was a green fence, and then it had the white lattice in the back. I tore all that out, weeded, pulled all the bark off both sides, got all the way down to like right here, and then I just whacked down because everything was super tall and thick, so I whacked all that down. And then I have a bunch of dandelions in here that I'm gonna have my friend come and get. And then, and these ones are really big, so she'll be really happy with these. I still have to rake this out, but I got to pull the bark off both lines. As you can see, there's that line and then that back line. So I got to pick up all that. But first, I have to empty my wagon. So, which means that if I can tomorrow, I'm going to take all the bark and line it behind the irises on the outside of the fence for as much as I can do. And then I'll just refill my wagon up with this bark, rake that all out, try to weed it out as much as I can, and hopefully get back into that area. I can see a few suckers on this tree, so I want to get those suckers off because it's taking energy from the tree. So I want it to... I mean, this guy's a shorty. They are a year apart. But that's sad because that one's big. Oh, that wind is a devil. Ah. Ooh, 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 ooh. Anyway, so that's what I was working on today, and I couldn't start working until 3:30. So that's where I'm at. But it looks so good when I look down, when I stand here and I look out across until, you get to that other tree. That doesn't look so great. So what I'll end up doing is putting the white lattice back up. And I'm not going to put a front on this. But I am going to pull out all these Sweet Williams, this iris, all of these right here are Sweet Williams. And then I'm going to thin a bunch of the echinaceas and give a bunch of those away. That way, because I get more and more every year. And I'm going to keep thinning them and then letting them grow, thinning them, letting them grow until I get them to grow pretty much in a straight line. Is what my goal is. Just kind of keep training them. You can plant them that way all you want, but that's not how they grow. So then I got to get in. This is mostly a white Shasta daisy that's completely all the way around. So at first I was like, oh, look, it's not that big. And then I started really looking. I'm like, oh, wait, there's one here. There's one here. There's all that back there, this whole rim. And then it pops out on the outside of the bark. So it's just growing right up underneath that bark. So I've got to pull that out. This is an echinacea that I want to pull out, so I can widen this path a little bit. And then, I don't know, I think I would at least like to get some rocks to fill, you know, to put a face on the front of this. And then I'm going to put the lattice back up because I don't like Bruce to walk through. And I usually, when I plant back here and I get this all cleaned out, I shut this. So I need to still have that closed off. And then, and then I pulled the tarp back up and I want to get all this out. But I'm going to ask my neighbor if she wants a bunch of this Sweet William, because there's a lot of it. And it's just the extra seeds that have blown over here out of, I think I had it. It was in this, but I'm trying to cut it back. I'm going to take everything out of this one. I don't even care if some of the Sweet William comes back, but I want to do this bed and put my 2 blueberry bushes in it. And, you know, I don't care what grows down below it. I just want my blueberry bushes there, is what I'm thinking. That would be perfect for them. And then that's it. That's all I did. I worked from 3:30 until just a little bit ago when I took a break. And then I decided to come out here and do a video and show you my progress. So if I work out here tomorrow, I know for sure that I'll get the rest of that cut down and the bark picked up and the other bark dumped and probably raked out. And then I can try to get a hold of my neighbor and have her come and we'll dig this line out. And then she also wants some echinaceas, so I can go along and pick out some echinaceas that I can give her. You know, there's some on the back side over there, that whole back that is growing, like the ones that are too close right here, like this one needs to go. And then there's just some edging ones all the way down. Here's some bigger ones on all along the edge. I want that all gone. And then there's that big one over there. I'll probably transplant that big one over there. Oh, actually I don't need to, because I have them right here in a line. But once they start having babies, they just get all over the place. So I have to figure out how thick I want this line. And then it'll be awesome. All right, I'm going in because it is freezing. Look at that. I got asparagus coming out the holes up here. Maybe I'll go in and see one more day, because tomorrow's going to be a somewhat nice day and it might rain. And it's supposed to only get into the low 40s tonight. So we'll see what's up. Probably, see, I've got Sweet William up here, you know, so I don't need a bunch. I don't need a bunch everywhere. So I don't mind sharing it. Oh yeah, I got the weeds burning a little bit. It's gonna burn out because my fire was not good. Just was not good. Not good at all. All right, so I will talk to you guys tomorrow. So peace, love, and happiness. May peace be with you always. Have a wonderful day, week, hour, minute, month, second, year. You know the schmeal. Don't forget to rewind and be kind. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.